Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more RWBY, you guys. I'm so blessed to be able to sit down and watch RWBY with you today. If you're joining me early today, you already know what it means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So, boy, did we have an epic start to Volume 4 last time. For one thing, we got to get a sneak peek at kind of the larger villain crew that we're dealing with. You know, up to this point, we've only really known like Cinder and her people and that she's recruited and everything. Now we get to see, you know, Salem and kind of a bigger picture of like what we're dealing with. It was surprising to me that Salem will be like, oh, Cinder wants to get the girl. Like, okay, we'll go after the girl. Like, what is her attachment to Cinder that she would kind of change her plans for her? Or what was she not really? Maybe it was something else. Maybe she has her own motives too, like for trying to go after Ruby. But you know, we also caught up with where team. They did not decide on Junior or Ranger. So I don't know what you want to call them, but, you know, we got to catch up with them and kind of see what they've been up to and where everyone's at. And, one thing I wanted to point out, I have gotten some feedback on my RWBY short that I did before starting Volume 4. And I just wanted to point out that Ruby's outfit, I have learned, is a tribute, has like elements of tributes to both Pyrrha and Penny. And I absolutely love that. I just absolutely love it. And speaking of tributes, I also love that John, when he got his new armor, you know, that they implied that like there was some of like Pyrrha's stuff in there, which I love. And we, you know, guys, let's just talk about the heartbreaking ending they did to us, where we hear Pyrrha's voice and it's a video playing that John is just playing over and over and over of her. You know, it's like they put the knife in and they twisted it with the whole Pyrrha thing. Then they took it out and I was like, oh God, somehow I lived. And then they like turned around to leave. And just as I thought they had turned around to leave, they turned back, came lunging at me with the knife, stuck it back in, and twisted it around some more. That's what that was. Beautiful though. Beautifully done. So sad. So heartbreaking. But just really kind of going back for that already like not yet closed wound with Pyrrha. For me, but I just like John, I just like feel so incredibly heartbroken for John. And considering everything, the strength of character he has shown, I think, is tremendous, because I really didn't know how this was going to affect him. You know, I mean, we've seen in the past, like, you know, I wouldn't say he fell apart, but you know, like the whole, he got, the way that he dealt with, you know, the initial kind of floundering when he got to Beacon of, not really kind of he got in there on kind of like cheating means, you know, and the way that hearing him talk about what he thought strength was at that time, I remember thinking, he is a good kid, but he has a lot to learn. And I look at him now and I'm like, oh my God, he has grown so much. And the way he's dealing with what happened to Pyrrha and everything. And everything. Because like, you know, it wasn't just that, but clearly I think that's probably what hit him the hardest. I mean, I'm amazed at how he turned out to be just such great character. So we also saw, so catching up in other news, we saw a lot of stuff. Like, we actually caught up with Weiss as well, and we got to meet her brother. We got to see her dad finally. We got to see her awesome, like, I guess he's like their butler, and he just, like, I instantly liked him. I'm like, ooh, tell me more, sign me up. But like her dad, I'm starting to see the mentality that, you know, they kind of addressed in the Volume 3 soundtrack with some of the Weiss music. Because I kind of thought they didn't have a great relationship, but I didn't realize just how deeply scarred she was by the kind of, you know, almost like emotional abuse. And I started to just get like a little glimpse of that in the last episode. So that's where she's at. We haven't fully caught up with everyone else yet. Although by the thumbnail on this episode, it looks like we're gonna catch up with Blake in this, which I'm happy about. I really just want, as happy as I am that RWBY is doing so well with another team, there's a part of me that's like, please don't name yourselves. Please don't make this permanent. Like, I want RWBY to get back together. But there's only one way to find out whether or not that's going to happen and how it's going to happen. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And that is to jump right into the next 2 episodes of RWBY. Let's go. Oh yeah, I think we're about to catch up with, yes! Oh man. Animation looks so good here. New software, I heard.
Traveling alone? Now. No,
he sounded like...
Just here to chat.
Didn't he sound like Adam a little bit?
Maybe it's just better for some people to be alone.
Oh, she's... Oh.
Maybe. But with your paranoia, I think a few friendly faces wouldn't hurt.
Who says I'm paranoid?
Honey, you just jumped like 10 feet.
I'll leave you be.
He's like, I'll get out of here. She looks amazing. Animation looks amazing.
Fair warning. These trips can be awfully boring.
I think boring would be a refreshing change for her. Also, so she did just... What is she after? What is she doing? Why did she leave? Oh, is she Oh, wow. Really, like, symbolic for letting go of... kind of the running and covering who she is. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Who's this? Please don't be anyone bad. Please don't be anyone bad. I'm just begging you not to be anyone bad. My girl.
The loss of the CCT tower continues to prevent contact with the outside world. Talks with Alice officials regarding repairs have so far.
The
She still
Council
can't.
voted this week to continue to ban any air traffic that does not have a direct correlation with evacuation. Council has made it clear that they feel that
Multiple rumors continue to circulate as to who was behind the attacks at the Vital Festival tournament. While no one knows for sure, officials have confirmed that a high-ranking White Fang member
That got her attention.
was present for the attack. Any and all attempts to bring him into custody have been met with brutal force.
I'm home.
Poor Yang. Honey.
Guess what came in today?
What?
What?
I can't wait for you to try this.
Is it an arm? Is it an arm? Yes.
It's for me?
For you and you only.
Daddy did some online shopping for you. What? Oh my god, looks like one of the knights' arms, doesn't it?
State-of-the-art Atlas tech.
Okay, that will
I
be
thought I was
why.
gonna have to pull some strings, call in a few favors, but you earned this one all on your own, kiddo.
Huh?
Before I could even talk to him, General Ironwood already had one of his top scientists working on this. For you.
Because of
He wanted
the
me to tell you
fighting they
that you
did.
fought admirably. You should be proud of yourself.
sweetheart.
Well, you wanna try it on?
That'll...
I'm not feeling too great right now. Maybe later?
Oh. This isn't the only problem. It's this. It's my heart right there.
Thanks, Dad.
It wasn't just her arm she lost. It was her friend, her trust in her friend, her confidence. There's so much more to this. She's managing. She's managing. She's... Oh, honey. Okay, she's not managing all of it, because who could? Honey. And he doesn't know. He doesn't know what to do, because, like, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? You can't go out and bring, you know, well, I guess you could try and go find Blake, but, you know, like, you're not going to. And even then, like, what would they say to each other, you know? There's so much between them now of, like, her not being there for Yang and all. Who is, please don't be someone bad. Please be someone good. Please. And then, yeah, has anyone noticed we got, like, some sea creatures around here? Is that like a sea grim? Please don't be a sea grim. It's a sea grim, isn't it? Not Seagram, like the drink, but a sea grim. It's a sea grim! Awesome! Gotta say, it's pretty cool looking. It's pretty awesome looking.
But we'll give her a fight nonetheless.
I wonder if Blake's gonna get in on this. And she is. Nice. This looks so good. Can we take a second to appreciate that they took their already awesome fight scenes and just like put them through a brand new software, and now it just looks like stunning and like the best thing ever? Oh, I fear it went under the ship. Nope, it's there. Looks really cool though. Come on, Blake. I don't know how Blake and Yang are ever gonna patch things up, but I hope they do.
It's not done with us yet.
She got hurt.
Heavy cannon loaded.
Boy. Blake, you better get out of the way. They're bringing out the big guns, literally. Ooh! Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no! It's... Oh, no! It's so much worse than I thought. Ah! Yes! I was hoping it was him!
Son?
Nice. Sweet. Oh, God. Sun's power looks amazing. I was gonna say he's just hanging out, isn't he? He's such a goof. I was hoping it was Sun. Oh, of course he would follow her.
My hero. You
Here.
Yeah? Well, it looks like you can use all the help you can get.
He's a damsel in distress.
Shut up and fight.
Oh boy. Oh my, oh my.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I like it. We just fell in this position. I love Sun.
Got the heavy cannon.
This looks so good. I'm just gonna say that for like the 1,000th time. Oh, nice.
I mean, you're the one with the swords.
Oh, I love how Sun is just... Ooh! The song! Yes! Look at... Oh my... Ah! Okay, I have to say, like, Sun's power looks incredible. I can't remember if he's used it before, but I know it didn't look like that. I know it didn't look like that good. I think it's because of the new animation. Oh my lord. Oh, come on, girl. Come on, come on. Uh-huh. And now he catches her.
This is the part where you say it.
Ugh. I love them together. They're so opposite. I do still kind of want her with Yang, though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what I want. Ooh. I like how we're getting some sort of like nautical steampunk action here with the boat stuff. Oh. What? Hold on. What was? What did? Oh. Okay. Nicely done, everyone. He's like, yeah.
Up top.
No. She is not happy to see you. Oh. Slow motion.
No big deal. Just enjoy the rest of your trip and everything will be cool. We got this.
And that puts him at ease. And that puts him at ease. Cool. All right.
I think they've never seen a fight before.
What are you doing here, son?
Digging the new outfit, by the way. Never did like the bow.
Son,
Jeez.
have you been following me?
Yes.
I saw you run off. The night Beacon Tower fell.
Okay.
Once we landed in Vale, you made sure everyone was okay, and then you just took off without saying anything.
I had to. You wouldn't understand.
No, I get it.
Like,
The moment you left, I knew exactly what you were doing. You're
Did you?
going on a one-woman rampage against the White Fang.
What?
You've always felt like the Fang was your fight. To show up, trash your school, hurt your friends, it makes perfect sense.
I can't believe you.
But there's no way I'm letting you do this alone. It's an honorable approach for sure, but you're gonna need someone watching your back. And that's where I come in. Us Fauna's gotta stick together after all.
that is what she was thinking.
You're
That is-
so wrong.
Huh?
I'm not going anywhere near the White Fang.
Oh, because that's kind of what I thought too.
Seriously?
That's kind of what I was thinking as
I
well.
want
Like,
to sort some things out.
Then why not do it with your team? Your friends?
yeah,
You're
that's a
one to
good point.
Assuming Neptune Stage and Scarlet aren't hiding below deck.
You really think I could get Neptune on the ocean?
Oh, good
Go
point.
back to
Good point.
Mistral. I told him I'd catch up. Not the first time I left him to take a boat.
It does sound like he said
If you're
goodbye.
not going after the White Fang, where are you going?
That's a good question, honey, because that's kind of what I would have thought too.
Home. To Menagerie.
Okay. Menagerie.
Well, I'm
Scenario.
coming with you. The Grimm are getting worse. You saw it yourself. And just because
Yeah.
you're not going after the Fang doesn't mean they won't be coming for you. Besides,
True.
I'm kinda already on the boat.
You are already on the boat.
There's really no stopping you.
Nope.
It's
It's gonna be great. Never been to Menagerie before. It'll be a regular journey to the east. Yeah. I like
Son.
that.
Oh, is that the? Hang on. Is that a reference to the mythos? Oh, this. Oh no.
Don't fight it, girl.
What are we?
It can sense your trepidation.
What?
You must make it dread you.
The Fall Maiden power? What are we looking at? Oh, even they look very disturbed. That's not a good sign.
Cinder, I am going to ask you this one more time, and I expect a clear answer.
She can't talk
Did
though.
you kill Ozpin?
Oh.
No!
Huh.
I want to hear you say it. reinforce our numbers at Beacon. The relic is there.
Ozpin's really gone? What is that thing?
What are you planning?
What is who? What? Don't end the episode there. I can end the episode there. Okay. I'll leave these in because I'm about to watch more. Okay. Can we just take a second to say that, like, Sun is so amazing and adorable and fun to watch. Him and Blake together are such total opposites that it's just a huge treat. It is a huge treat to see them interact and him being like, yeah, let's go. And her like, ugh, God, no. Yet it kind of works, you know? I don't know who I ship more at this time, them or her and Yang. I have to say, like, I'm not done with her and Yang. Let's put it that way. And I really want to see, even just as friends, like, how are they going to patch this up? Very interesting that we got kind of her, we didn't get her motivations, but we got what they're not. Because initially, like, I was thinking the same thing at the end of the last volume, you know, when we saw how broken up Yang was about, like, she didn't come back, she just took off, you know, and that's been kind of like what we've been dealing with her for the whole series, and we know she has felt guilty about, like, she just kind of runs away. So surprising to me that, like, she would go and do that. But then I thought, is she running away, or is this one of those, like, if you die tomorrow, I won't be at your funeral because I'll be off killing the person that murdered you kind of thing. Like, no, I'm not going to be there because I'm going to go and exact revenge on your behalf because that's how much I care about you. But it's not. It's not that. She's going home. And she may be scared of how much she cares about this crew, of how much she cares about Yang, and she's going back to something familiar. Does she want to find out more about herself as a person? And I mean, I don't even know. Like, all we know is that basically, like, she's heading home to, I guess it's called Menagerie. They probably said that before and I didn't remember it. But also the Grim fight in this looked amazing. And I noticed right away, like, even in the character short, how much better the animation looked. I'm told now that's because of their new software that they're using here. It's kind of like an industry standard. And I think it just takes all the complete raw talent that the creators had with everything about the show, the design, the fights, everything, and it just puts it into it. Like, the talent, the ability was there, and just putting it into that new software, it just looks, I would put it up to, like, almost anything. It just looks so flippin' good now. And I think the Grim fight really highlighted that. I love that it was Sun. I was so afraid it was going to be Adam. But I figured based on what we've seen in the theme, it was either going to be, like, Adam or Sun. And I'm so glad it turned out to be Sun. He's just delightful. He really is. He just has kind of a... And I think this is, like, kind of why I liked Yang, too. And I still like her, even though she's in a very different place now. Just that, like, pure energy, you know? I just absolutely love it. And getting to that with Yang, you know, it breaks my heart to see her this way. And you can see how, like, it's more than just her arm. You know, you can replace that. It's what happened to her on the inside. You know, their team breaking up, you know, just losing the whole thing with Yang, you know, like having her, like, run away again, you know, and just and losing that, because we know Yang's been all about, like, hey, I want to go have adventures, I want to go do, you know, and it's cool that I can help people along the way, but I'm just kind of, like, rolling through life and doing my thing, and I want to kick butt and take names, and just, like, losing that kind of edge, that exuberance that made her is so hard to watch. And I want her to heal more than just her arm. You know what I mean? It's not just about the arm. And I feel bad for the dad too, because, like, how do you I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what to do or say if that was my... I think all you can do is just be there. So that was awesome. So what do you say before I just make this into like a 20-minute rant? Let's jump into the next one. Let's go. Okay, here we are. Why are we here? Who is this? What are we doing? They look like... Oh my god, don't tell me this is like Ozpin in like a kid's body or something.
Hello, I'm Professor Ozpin.
Oh! Oh my god! What just happened? Why is Ozpin a child? Oh, yay. Yang. And then the other one's not there. Yang. I hate that you're going through this. Oh, yay. Honey. I feel like what she needs around her is like people to help her get through this. And like no one's around. I get why Ruby laughed. I do. But like I feel bad. Like none of her. At least she has her dad though.
Wearing a skirt. I was just a TA. I didn't know what to do, so I just left the room to laugh.
What? I want to hear the beginning.
He'd never worn a uniform before, so didn't know. That is terrible. What is wrong with you? Hey, the girls all said he had nice legs. I did that jerk a favor. Besides, that's not even the best part. See, then we...
Like what you see?
I'm so glad these two are here. Oh my god. I want to hear that story so bad. That's so Qrow though.
So, there we were, standing in the auditorium, looking at Qrow wearing a skirt. Then Oz tells everyone it's time to work on our landing strategy.
Have they been...
have always been interesting, to say the least.
That sure didn't seem to stop young Ty.
Oh, uh-oh.
Come on, man, she's right here.
Oh, please. She's a mature young woman. If she can handle combat, she can handle a few jabs at her old man.
That's not the issue, Pete. And besides, she's still a teenager.
She is also
She
in the room, and
she is right here.
spoken to.
She has a name.
And I think I've been through enough to be considered an adult at this point.
Think that...
Or not, you've still got a long way to go before you're ready for the real world.
Oh my gosh, does every father figure just have the same 3 condescending phrases?
Yeah, but we only use them when we mean it.
Is that so?
As
Oh, they're like...
fact, it is so.
Backing away.
That you're ready to go out there on your own? Well, I guess you lost some brain cells along with that arm.
Jerk!
Well, I'm finally talking about the guys in the room.
Oh, we can laugh about. We can laugh about. Okay.
Why haven't you tried on your arm?
Oh, yes. A piece of Atlas technology being given out like that is rare indeed.
You're right.
Imagine the effort it took to deliver here. It seems a great many people want to see you return tomorrow.
Transport's a thing right now, so.
I'm scared.
Sweetheart.
Everyone keeps talking about me getting back to normal, and I appreciate it, but this is normal now.
She's not
It's just
the
taken
same.
me a while to get used to it.
Well, normal is what you make it.
we talking about the arm?
Coming back.
Are we talking about the arm? Because I feel like we're talking about some other stuff.
Coming back. But that doesn't have to stop you from becoming who you want to be. You're Yang Shao.
Heck yes, she is.
My sunny little dragon.
Sunny dragon.
Do whatever you put your mind to. So whenever you're ready to stop moping and get back out there, I'll be there for you.
I can see she takes after the dad a little bit. A lot, maybe.
Fear is like any other emotion. It comes and goes. It's all in how you handle it. Why, even I find myself wrestling with that emotion from time to time.
Are we gonna get into a story?
You.
He's afraid of mice.
They bring only disease and famine. And don't even get me started on their tails. Careless, simply unnatural.
Oh. There's no mice here. You're okay. You're okay. There's no mouse. There's no mouse. There's no mice. That's the first time I've seen her laugh since everything. I feel like they've told that joke before. Why did the joke sound familiar about the skirt? Is it just me?
There was still much work to be done at the school.
I hesitate to ask, but is there any word from young Miss Rose?
Not yet. Have you thought about going after her? Trying to bring her home?
Yang watching from the window.
Got to look after some things.
Oh. Wow.
Egon Bana. It's a well-protected village with a popular inn.
Which means no camping in the rain. See?
Yay.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, don't say that.
We've had a lot of ups and downs, but things could be a lot worse. I really thought we'd see more grim.
Oh, please. Why you say no? Stop. Please stop saying all these things that are yeah. Ah, my man. That's right. He was following them, wasn't he? Who? Huh? Who is that? Is that just a regular old bird? Because we know he can turn into a bird. Was that another individual who could turn? What did it? What? I'm gonna roll that back because I didn't hear what he said. Luck? Okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't missing something important.
From the woman upstairs. Red eyes. Said you wouldn't mind bottom shelf.
Is that Raven?
Thanks.
I went ahead and gave you top. Lucky you.
Does she want to see some of those legs that they were talking about? Those fine legs that he has? Qrow is so amazing, though. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yes, that's, yep, there's, yep. Boy.
Raven.
This should be interesting.
So, what do you want?
A girl can't just catch up with her family.
She can, but you're not. How do we get on with it?
Does she have it?
Huh? What?
You know Yang lost her arm.
That's not...
Rhetorical question. I know you know. It's just obnoxious that you bring up family and then carry on like your own daughter doesn't exist.
I saved her.
Once. Because that was your rule, right? Real Mom of the Year material, sis.
I told you Beacon would fall, and it did. I told you Ozpin would fail, and he has. Now you tell me, does Salem have it?
I thought you weren't interested in all of that.
The power, the maiden.
Just want to know what we are up against.
And which we are you referring to?
Oh, now that's a good question. Is she with... Who's she with?
Come back, Raven. The only way we beat her is by working together. All of us.
You're the one who left.
Okay.
The tribe raised us.
Oh! Oh, a tribe. Okay.
They
And
were
she...
killers and thieves.
Okay.
We're your family.
You have a very skewed perception of that word.
I would agree.
I lead our people now. And as leader, I will do everything in my power to ensure our survival.
I
Okay.
saw. The people of Shion saw too.
The weak die.
Oh.
Those are the rules.
Well, you've certainly got someone strong on your side. I've seen the damage.
We couldn't have known the Grimm would set in as quickly as they did.
I'm not talking about the Grim.
Oh, who
I'm
we
not talking about you either.
who we talking about?
If you don't know where the relic is.
The relic.
Nothing left to talk about.
Okay.
I don't know where the Spring Maiden is either. If you do, I need you to tell me.
Why would I do that?
Trust doesn't seem to
Without her,
be...
we're all going to die.
Okay, well that's good reason. Okay, so...
And which we are you referring to?
Oh... You know what? So, okay, so I'm putting a lot together about their backstory. Oh, no. She's like,
Make this one a double.
uh-huh. Please. Please. Oh, the sunflowers. Are those for his sunny dragon? Yang!
Let's get started.
Okay, let's get back to training. I have some theories about Oscar. Oscar is either like he couldn't possibly be like young Ozpin, could he? But Ozpin appears to be perhaps inhabiting him somehow? Is Ozpin... Hang on. Because I've said this before. They have never come out and told us that a maiden has to be a woman, right? Am I... No, because Ozpin had a pretty public job and everything, and it kind of sounds like the maidens were sort of like tucked away for safety. But I mean, they haven't come out, and I said this last episode too about who we now know is Oscar. Do we know that they have to be women just because they're called maidens? Like, can that power be passed on to anyone? Because what if Ozpin was... Because he kept saying, like, do you know where the Spring Maiden was? And we had this thing with Salem where she was like, are you sure Ozpin is dead? But then they would try to get the power, wouldn't they? If he was like... If he had those powers, they would try to get that. And not just, like, the Fall Maiden. Because what I was thinking was, what if, like, he died and passed it on to whoever this kid is? But there's some holes in that theory for sure. Unless they didn't know. Unless they didn't know he was the Spring Maiden. I don't know. It sounds really funny saying it out loud. I think I'm really reaching, but definitely like there's something with Ozpin and this kid. So I don't know what's going on there. I love the scene with Yang and her dad and the professors. And one part where he's like, did you lose some brain cells with that arm? And I was like, oh. But then it was just like their way, and they were like laughing about it. I was like, oh, thank God, oh, thank God, oh, thank God. Because that would be a really horrible thing to say if that was not like meant in some kind of joking, affectionate way, and they could just laugh it off. And you could tell like the professors were like, I'ma get out of here. This is getting uncomfortable. And then we had the ones like weird phobia about mice. Not weird. A lot of people have a phobia of mice. I personally don't love like having a wild mouse in my house. I'm not afraid of mice, but it is not weird. I'm sorry. But I guess for him, because we know, like, every time we see him, he's like, ha ha ha, I fought this and was so great and brave. And to think he's, like, afraid of mice is kind of a ironic thing, I guess. Where have I heard this? I feel like I have heard the joke before about Qrow. I feel like I've, like, heard part of it. Why does it sound familiar? Did they, like... Was that a joke that they told, like, a little part of in another episode? Or did I don't know, like... I don't know why that seems familiar to me. Why does that seem familiar to me? Maybe I'm just thinking of a similar joke from, like, another show. I don't know. Okay. What else? So, yeah. Let's talk about Qrow and Raven. So we know a little bit of their backstory now. They were raised by a tribe of some kind. Raven... I'm presuming left to go and become the leader of that tribe. I don't know if that's the exact reason, but she is the leader of the tribe now. Seems to have no problem with killing, as was implied by Qrow. There is someone else powerful within the tribe that was implied also by Qrow. They're both looking for the Spring Maiden, I guess. And Qrow seems to believe that if the Spring Maiden falls into the wrong hands, it will be the end of everything. I don't know. I think, is my theory insane? You can, you know, I could take, is my theory insane? You could tell me if it's just like a little bit insane. But the wheels are turning up here, guys. I'm really going to be very curious about, like, where they're going with all this. So, all right. I absolutely loved it. Guys, this show is just everything to me. And it's just everything to me. It really is. It's rare that you see a show that puts so much thought, love, and detail into every aspect. Design, character, backstory, motivation, emotion, you know, character development, world building. Oh my god, world building. World building, world building, world building. Let's just, like, mark that one up, like, 5 times. You know... Fight scenes, everything. I just love it. I adore it. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen. And we still... are we going to go, like, the whole volume where they're all split up? I wonder if we will. And then they'll, like, reunite at the end. Are they going to reunite at all? I hope so. I really hope so. Yang starting to build back a little bit more. I love that scene where she was, like, kind of like, I should be treated as an adult now. And while I get where she's coming from... And I'm just, like, so glad that what the dad said to her wasn't, like, it was kind of, like, more of a lighthearted thing, it turns out. You know, I do see how, in order, yes, she has been through things that many adults could not deal with. But in order to be able to really say that you are handling it like an adult, you need to handle it. You need to, like, work through that and work through those fears and emotions and decide who you're going to be on the other side of that. So I would say kind of yes and no. You know, I think what she's doing, I think working through it and carrying on, I think she's, like, more adult than a lot of adults. So, all right, guys, I could go on about how much I love this for hours. You didn't sign up for that. You signed up for a little commentary after a reaction, so I will not get into that long of a rant. But I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Oh my god, I loved it. I can't wait. I can't believe it's another week now till I get to see it again. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.